Okay, but still, that's 5 votes, and that's
Yeah.
3 no,
Yeah.
2 yes. Hey, it's
Is what it
democracy here.
All
It's
right.
democracy here. Now we got some cannabis coming up, so I'm going to say song of the night before we even get into it. I know the
Well.
song very well.
This is it.
This one is
Song of
Laureate
the century.
Song of the century.
I don't understand how.
I
a
guess
writer
I
will
guess
ever
I have
write
to.
his block so cold.
Here we go.
My problem is having too much. And being unable to
Yo,
get it.
why is the Ripper so ill? That would be an unpardonable breach of confidence for me to reveal. He said one of these days all eyes will be on me. When they look up in the sky and see the neon sea. Rhymes inscribed on a nickel disc encased in a glass with an ion beam for longevity for more than 10 centuries. Impressions and memories. The first time machine inventor will mention me. Cannabis was a visionary indeed. He believed light could travel in multiples of C. The organic supercomputer that solved the mysteries. Klein collusion with 2 blue metric rulers. Like Cool J, but thought Stephen J. Gould was cooler. And he never liked to propagate rumors. Smoked Canary Island cigars. Like American luxury cars and beautiful Asian bras. He had a strong mind. He used to philosophize about rhymes while he was pruning his bonsais. He claimed that he had written the greatest rhyme of all time, but he would never take it out his archives. He wrote 2 songs per day and was constantly experimenting with his wordplay. In his youth, he did a report on the Sloan Digital Sky Survey. He got an F, but he deserved an A. I followed his career from the first day. It seemed the lack of support contributed to his inert ways. I seen him put in 24-hour work days with deferred pay, undeterred by the word shame. Public humiliation was the worst pain. He was spinning out of control like a class 5 hurricane. He said he wouldn't want another MC to suffer the same, especially when there's nothing to gain. He was the illest alive, but nobody would face it. He spit till his tongue was too torched to taste it. Privately funded corporations carbon dated his latest creations. To extract the information, they found it utterly amazing. They claimed the body of his work was the same thing as a priceless painting. Never mattered to him, the art galleries hated him. Cause Thomas Kincaid called him, said he would take 10 complete enigmas wrapped in puzzles, encrypted in language with sound but without shape or signature. Kept files in his garage on MS-DOS in a fireproof pod. We thought it was hard. Outside there was a shed with an Oppenheimer lock. He apparently kept more wax than Madame Tussauds. We were in total awe cause it blew our minds. So many rhymes that were intricately designed. He was poet laureate of his time. And if you don't mind, I'd like to share some of his rhymes. Alone in my room, looking through the 32X telescope zoom, adjusting the focus of the moon. One should not assume the philosophy of David Hume is nothing more than a subjective conclusion. What is the maximum field rate application? The runaway glaciation surrounding the ocean basin affects the population fluctuation on a continuous basis, but that's just the basics. The juxtaposition of CANIBUS' position, the precision of something no other has written, way above and beyond what was intended. The unparalleled, malleable enunciation of a sentence. You didn't go to college, obviously. I can tell by your ungodly, unintelligible terminology, a remarkable odyssey. The rhymes are modest speeds when the brain orders the body not to breathe. Your competency is not up to speed, you not in my league. You couldn't possibly be hotter than me, or oppositely at minus 25 degrees. You squeeze, but the condensation makes rifle barrels freeze. Allow me to speak figuratively, nigga please. My intellectual properties about the size of Greece. Your counselor advised you not to speak. My counselor advised me to keep rhyming till they stop the beat. In the words of Joseph Heller, I learned how to write better, even though it sorta irked me. He said he didn't understand the process of the imagination, but he felt he was at its mercy, which explains my point perfectly and certainly reinforces the reason why nobody's probably ever heard of me. Couldn't understand what I mean by ill, unless you try to translate what I print to film. This is the line of will, the circle of time, the cycle of eternity, the emergence of one mind. Academic phonetics render critics tongue-tied. The personified dry humor of cum laude alumni. A wise man sees failure as progress. A fool divorces his knowledge and misses the logic and loses his soul in the process. I obsess with nonsense with a caricature that has no content. My style is masterful, multilateral. I can battle a fool and be naturally cruel. Words of scorn are a disastrous tool. From an existentialist view, I'm a better rapper than you. Grab the mic and rip your physical fabric in two. My attitude is fucked up and admirable. Different methods interpreted into different forms from entirely different perceptions and seen from different norms. Not just spitting a poem, there's much more involved. There's much more pieces of the puzzle for you to solve. 48 orders of mechanical laws and rays of creational cause enhance the cadence of my bars. Maybe I am self-absorbed, but that's the effect. To find the cause, you should ask my A&R. Today is what it is, but only because cause yesterday was what it was. Permitted, you've heard of Beelzebub, a tale of demons and drugs. Pissy drunk in the club with the DJ doing the needle rub. Chances are you never see me, son. Yeah, I know my name's Cannabis, but I can't help you if you need a dub. I came to holler at some big booty bitches and listen to the speaker stomp. Where you get conceited from? I'm so nice on the mic, they wanna beat me up. It's deep as fuck. I ain't seen it all, but I seen enough. Really unbelievable stuff. There's a lot of times when I wanna speak, but I'm stuck. I should leave this rap shit alone and kick my incredible rhymes in the privacy of my own home. My imagination is my own. The liberty to speak freely, lyrically on the microphone. With a pen in my hand, I bring motion to the Enneagram and become Can-I Millennium Man. Grave my back with the Emperor stamp and spitting scientific rap since the 17th century began. Trying to escape the wicked empire, Def Jam, in the land where lyrics are bland and heretics hang. Every warrior has an axe to bury, but he has to learn to discern between enemy and adversary. I said to myself, Jermaine, this is insane. It's suicide, it's controlled flight into terrain. I fought to regain control of the plane, but went up in a ball of flames. I got banned from the hip-hop hall of fame for 2 bars I kept hearing in my head over and over again. It cost me everything. I'm convinced now that more than the truth is at stake. When people create language that pretends to communicate, euphemisms are misunderstood as mistakes, but it's a byproduct of the ghetto music we make. From an extroverted point of view, I think it's too late. Hip-hop has never been the same since '88. Since it became a lucrative profession, there's a misconception that the movement in any direction is progression, even though the potency of it lessens. Big money industries writing checks to suppress the question, and nobody gives a fuck no more. No one goes to the bookstore.
Nope, nobody.
The influence of Moore's law, but I stay in the lab like Niels Bohr and Son of God, Edward Lawrence and Leo Szilard. Lyrically, I took rap music and turned the knob to the right full throttle and added panache. Why would I argue with my own conscience over the truth? That's like me telling myself, don't tell me what to do. Dialyses and analyses of battle MCs. Sometimes I say things I myself can't believe. My lyrical is so skillfully elliptical. I can understand how it makes you miserable. You wonder why I never let you play your beats for me, and why I keep my studio enshrouded in secrecy. You wonder what's my infatuation with Alicia Keys. Cannabis, why don't you speak to me? Yo, I meant it when I said no one can shine on a song that features me. That's why I said it so vehemently. You need to replace the hate with respect. I'm probably the best yet. Poet Laureate.
I go with the gift,
I mean,
with what comes.
okay, just to say another short, not song of the night. I've listened to that song probably more times than any hip hop song in time. This is what got me into hip hop. Not hip hop, but rapping. This is what got me into rap. When this came out, 2001, 2002,
3.
That was right in the pocket where I was just like, where Reptilian was over at my house and saying, "You gotta listen to this guy Cannabis." And this, if you listen the entire time and you break down every bar, this is a manifest to Cannabis's artistic realm. It really is. If you have the patience to listen to every bar. Because yes, there's lots of cocky stuff, there's lots of hypothetical stuff, there's lots of mystical stuff. But this is how he feels, and this is why he does what he does. Shrouded in secrecy. Still a very secretive guy. Like, I've known the guy for fucking 15 years, but it's still hard to get a hold of him. It's still hard to actually have a one-on-one conversation with him. You got to go through this person, and this person, and this person, and this person. He's a very secret guy. He's a very private guy for how open his rhymes are. I mean, it's a 9.5 for me. I gave a 9.6 on, what was that? That was way back with Outkast. Outkast is still my song of the night. I'm going to keep it that way. But this is one of the ones that made me love Cannabis, that maybe become a disciple. Like 100%. I love this track. Thank you for sharing with us, Lady Poetic. 9.5, not song of the night, but a close second. Ignacio, I already know it was too long for you, but what are you saying?
That's in a nutshell. It's just breathe. Like, chill, relax. Get it.
Cannabis has no chill.
Yeah, we get it.
We get it. Get it.
Yeah. I knew that's what you're gonna say.
It's voice, man. I can't do the voice. The tone of his voice, I don't know. It's just his voice. I can't get in it. the same beat the whole 7 minutes and 20 seconds.
There was three changes in the beat. Three
exactly. He
changes.
did 3 different songs. Like that should have been.
So it's like
that
more
should have
for your
been
money.
That should have been 3 different songs. That should have been 3 different songs. Yeah.
Or at least take a break in between them.
yeah. I mean, like I said, breathe, dude. Like let people process. Let people process what you're saying.
But you have to understand, the rippers process it by multiple listens. That's how we uncode it.
Right, but see, that's the thing about it, though. Like, it's got to make me want to listen to it again for me to want to go back and decipher some more of it. Right? Like, there's plenty of songs where I go back and listen to it again and again and again because I want to hear what he said and break this down. And I've done that for years. But it's got to make me want to do that. You know what I mean? So I will give it the respectable 7.
Respectable 7. Chuck, what are you saying?
I'm pretty much in Ignacio's camp here. So I will say, first I'll just say it's the same respectable 7 for me. To me, this fits in the same category as those 7 or 8 minute long like radio freestyles that we see, where it's just like continuous lyrics and nothing else, and it kind of and like it doesn't necessarily all go together. Like they're individually like bars, and you can break them down, and they're complex, but it's just like nonstop continuous, and it just doesn't
overwhelming.
It's just it's too much for a consumable track. So
solid 7. Lady Poetic, what are you saying?
I say that this is,
but to each their own.
yeah, absolutely. I think this is arguably one of the greatest hip hop songs of all time. This is a 10. I still get chills every time I listen to it.
Yeah. What do you think, Lady Poetic? What is the difference between us and them? Why does CANIBUS have this control over a select few people? What is it? Why don't they get it?
I don't know. That's what I've been trying to figure out. I'm listening. It's
like
almost unbelievable.
Like over how long I've known Ignacio, it's like, why doesn't he get why I like it? Like this is hip hop to me. Like this. Yes. This is like a magnum opus, man. This is no shit. Fucking right. This is like the best. This is the best. This makes me want to write. Like
sorry about laughing at Clarissa.
After I'm done this, it makes me want to write.
God damn.
And like 75% have said no in the chat. A lot of people don't fucking get it. And no. CANIBUS has been routinely squashed throughout his career.
You are. I think you are conflating not getting it with just not liking it. Those are not the same. You can get it and not like it, but it seems like to you that's not possible. Like you can't. Right. You can't like if
you have to like it. And if you don't like it, if you don't like it, you're obviously not smart enough to understand it. No, I'm just joking.
I get it. I understand it.
I do.
It's just not.
No, you don't understand it because you don't know CANIBUS's history. Like you don't have this. No, you don't. No, hold on. You don't have this.
You're talking to somebody. You're talking to somebody who went through the eras of hip hop. So yes, I seen and I didn't listen to CANIBUS because of other factors. But yes, I heard about CANIBUS. I did see the Source magazine articles and all these things. I did see it. But
you guys weren't rippers. And this is the thing. CANIBUS is for the rippers, by the rippers. I'm a ripper. That's why I love it. Lady Poetic's a ripper. That's why we love it. You guys just aren't rippers. And that's okay. Agree, disagree. You guys never got bedazzled by his ability in the early 2010s where he was like the leader of a movement for underground hip hop. Like you guys weren't part of that. We were. So we have a different sentimental value towards it.
Right, sure. But there's MCs that I think are on that level.
Absolutely.
That you may not.
Of course so. I fucking hate half of them. No,
you know what I mean?
Totally. No, dude, well that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. You guys will never see what we see in CANIBUS, and I will never see what you see in Who can we say?
Eminem.
Eminem.
But
For example,
that's a misconception too, because I'm not one of those people that thinks that I think Eminem is good at his craft.
Hate Eminem.
But I'm not one of those Eminem like, oh my god, he's the greatest rapper.
No, I fucking hate him.
There's many rappers I would prefer to listen to.
Yeah, me too. And it's just to each their own, man. But then we find common ground on stuff like Basement and stuff like that we mentioned earlier this morning. Well, that's the beauty of hip hop. Lady Poetic, happy birthday.
Hey,
Happy birthday.
Thank you, fellas.
Nice.
It was a pleasure. Hopefully you enjoyed it. It is actually Lady Poetic's birthday too, so like shout out to that. This is we're doing this regularly. Like, when's your birthday, Chuck? May?
April. Almost. It's April 29th. So
I think you're the next one, right? Because Ignacio, you're in May?
April 8th.
April. Oh shit, we got a bunch coming up. Okay, guys. Well, that was Lady Poetic's birthday playlist.
I'm already thinking about a playlist, even though it's far out. Like it's
so am I.
What's going on next week?
Next week is Unique.
Next week is 7.4.
Unique's championship show.
Okay, and then we resume
get into